everybody. How y'all doing?
Howdy, folks.
A little bit of technical difficulties. We'll figure it out on the way if we have to, I guess. Tonight our special guests are the Metalheads. We got Lady Metalhead and Metalhead Prime. Uh, they have streams that they do. I keep forgetting when yours is. The family one. Is it Saturdays?
Yeah.
Okay. And then you have your Metalhead Prom one on Mondays, correct? Okay. There's too many to remember nowadays. I'm telling you. You think I got this? You think I write stuff down? I don't. I don't write nothing down. And you all know my co-host Ian Aqua. And hell, we got 26 in chat tonight. Wow. At the beginning. That's great. Let's see here. Go ahead and do the hellos real quick. We got Crown Tail, Sky Dancer, Bob from Kaler's Aquatics and Reptiles, Eddie, Master Aquatics. I hit the wrong button and went the whole way down. My head has technical difficulties right now. TJ Autocross, Dr. Awesome, Terry's Tropical Tanks, Crown Tail already said. Susie Q, how you doing? Richard Reynolds.
Susie Q.
She'll be streaming next. We got Bunny Viper, and she's been coming up on streams lately. I've been noticing that. KG Aquatics, long family show. Saints Dust Aquariums, The Fishy Biz. Oink Master Supreme Forever. New Local Austin. We got the Glitch. We got Big Cat. Big Cat. And that's it at the moment.
Did you get Sky Dancer?
Yeah, at the beginning, I believe.
Okay. And Scotty the Fish Freak. Hey, Scotty.
That little feller. He had me
Sandy
busy.
Doughty, good to see you, Sandy. I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, glad to see her back in the streams. Hopefully everything was okay. Oh, man. I am so not set up right now. This is not like me.
So while Skipper's getting his stuff together, hello, everybody. Hello, Metalheads. Good to have you on here. Hope you're having a great Sunday evening.
Dang it.
Sorry about that.
Gosh.
You figure it out. It's okay. It's all right. I still ain't ready. So,
Your guys' weekend been going.
if anybody has any questions for the Metalheads, just put it in chat, and then we will get to it as we go.
Scotty says, is my signal bad? Screen is blurry. It might be, Scotty. I think it is.
I bet you it is. Maybe there's, that somebody finally put on a block on.
Well, yeah. Or the TV or the screen's probably up too high where you can't reach it. Gotta get a ladder. We love you, Scotty. I'm just picking fun at you, buddy. It's always good to see you, man. Kenny E in the house.
So one question I have for you: how long have you guys been keeping fish?
Started together probably around, and then it's just been kind of off and on up until the last 4 or 5 years.
Yep.
And you guys have a lot of big tanks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Especially behind that little one is about to headbutt you.
Yeah, that one's a 150. There's another 150 over there, 200 gallon, 125. Got a pool in the basement.
That pool in the basement, I think that's pretty cool. I thought about doing something like that down here, but it had to be cold water fish because I don't heat this.
I heat it with a what was that? A deep bird controller and just a cheapo 1500-watt heater that I found off of Amazon. It keeps it at 75.
Yep.
Really?
1,500 watt.
Just got to insulate the room you got it in. Not horrible.
That's one of my issues is right now once you see that blue wall, it's false. And there's a false walls that goes the whole way around. I actually have a stone foundation. This is just a sectioned off area. So I mean if I really wanted to heat this spot, I could just put some tarps up, then just put a heater in here.
Right.
If I wanted to expand it behind here, I got to put in a new door and then do some insulation. That's that stuff that costs money.
That's a lot of work, a lot of money.
Then I'd have to do it myself, and I don't really feel like doing that right now.
Yeah,
I don't blame you, Skipper.
that's the biggest thing, is just getting comfortable to do it.
Yeah.
That's the worst part. Yeah. The insulation, I don't even know how we came across it. Somebody gave me a roll, which was perfect. It sat in the basement for probably 10 years. And then one day when I decided to do that, I was like, oh, hey, wait, this will work. Started cutting it and stuffing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like certain areas, like because it's an old house. I don't know how old you guys are. Mine was recorded back in the 50s, so it's stone, and the footers, or the floor joists are actually logs that they shaped with a chainsaw. You could tell that they use a chainsaw to make them flat. Just it's crazy. Yeah, more people keep rolling in here on me. What all type of fish you guys keep? Can't hear him now.
We'll try this. How about
Okay.
we got everything from South American, North American, whatever you want to call it. I got a mix of just about everything. Some aggressive, some really aggressive, some not. The ones that you would think are the aggressive ones would surprise you. They're not.
Really?
Mm-hmm. That arowana is probably one of the most aggressive ones I've got. Not as bad as my flower horns, but he's up there with them. The gar is he's a pussy cat, and he's the biggest one I've got.
That's crazy. You would think the gar would actually like go after you.
Yeah, no. He'll swim up to you if you can hand feed him. You can pet him once in a while, and then once he's had enough of you, he's at the other end of the pool.
What do you feed them?
Mostly tilapia, fillets. Sometimes I find large shrimp, and I'll give them those. I was feeding them Hikari carne sticks there for a little while, but it just didn't seem to be enough for him. So I had to move on to like whole fillets and whatnot.
And how big is that gar usually get? Like I've always thought about it because I made a mistake. Okay. One of the biggest channels I started watching whenever I was looking, it was Predatory Fins. Okay.
Yeah.
and they get all these big fish. And I'm like, oh man, that's an awesome fish. I want to get it. I look it up, like, huh, I am not setting an aquarium up in my house like that. Because you get real, some of the
They can get big, yeah.
yeah. Because what really did it for me was that the platinum gar.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was very close of like thinking about it. I was like, man, I
I
don't
came
think
very close to picking one of those up once.
man, that's the type of fish that's really hard to give up if it's given to you. Then
Right.
you got to accommodate this thinking thing.
Right.
That's probably a pretty big pool you're going to need for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Speaking of predatory fins, I've been watching all their videos here lately, and they've got in some pretty nice plecos this time around. They got L236 super whites. They got L134 leopard frog plecos. They've got snowball plecos. They've got albino king tigers. They got all that. The L333s.
So you just keep mostly monster fish, or do you have like smaller tanks, like for for like breeding projects or whatever?
Yeah, we've got guppy tanks. We've got little cory cats. I've got the tiger barbs in one tank here. Bettas all over the place. I got a smaller community tank, and I forgot what all's in that one. I think there's neon tetras and black neon tetras. Some more cories in that tank. So I got all sizes.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. If I had room, I'd be the same way. Let's face it, we love all the fish. We'd love to have them all, but what it comes down to is room.
Right. Well, and not only that, you can, a 75-gallon tank, you can load that thing up with guppies, and there's an awesome tank right there, or even a 30-gallon tank loaded up with tiger barb. Or this one, I think I've got some giant Daniels in it and some more cories and stuff like that in there. And it's just fun to watch them, And it's nice having, predator fish, but at the same time, it's also nice having the calmer fish.
Well,
get you away from it a little bit.
you guys get the best of both worlds too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever thought about trying to breed like predatory fish?
Yes and no. I thought about trying to breed bobby, but then you come down to breeding flower horns can be tricky. Some people have great luck at it. I would probably fail horrendously. The last one I tried to mate him with, he tried to kill her, or she tried to kill him. So I'm like, well, that's not going to work. I have bred Oscars in the past, a long, long time ago. I wouldn't be opposed to doing that. But even that, there's challenges in that. What I would really love to start breeding is these Frontosa I got back here.
Oh, nice.
I would really like those, a couple of those guys to maybe make something happen. Problem is, I think I got all males.
I'm sure it's one of the fish that would probably have a lot of babies, I would imagine.
Yeah.
So then you got to set up fry tanks.
Yep.
Or if you have a big enough tank for the pair, they can probably raise them, I would assume.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That would be something as some of the rest of these guys get bigger and they got to transition down to the pool. The Frontosa will be able to live it out in here. I thought about maybe getting some more once I had to move everybody. It's just making this a Frontosa tank, But we'll see if that happens, because this Oscar in here, he loves it in here. He's got two red devils, they love it in there. But one of them's starting to he's starting to get big enough. I'm questioning whether or not he's going to have to go in the pool, which is fine. But I would think they'd get along and they're okay. Because there's 3 Oscar and my Gar in there. So,
Yeah, I mean, if they're
everybody gets along great as long as you feed them.
yeah.
Keep them
Yeah,
fed
that's
well
the
and
number
they
one
don't
thing.
hurt each other.
Yeah, it's just something. If I put a pool in this, because I don't have a real big house, so if I put a pool in this basement, it's going to take up another another space.
Yeah,
I have thought of that. Watching a bunch of channels, seeing what you guys have done, and then seeing all the other people that have set up pools. I'm like, that's pretty simple.
yeah, and it's surprisingly inexpensive too. Those pools don't cost what you think they cost. I mean, that one down there is an 8.5 by 5.5, and it cost me $200 just for the pool. So,
And I'm
filter
sure-
I made out of some stuff we had at work. So, I don't have much in that pool.
You probably get those pools on sale at the end of summer too, I'd imagine.
Yeah, yep.
Oh, man.
You're gonna go get a pool now, ain't you, Skipper?
Wife will kill me. I know I'm speaking your language, Lori. I have one also.
You can get different sizes. You don't have to get a huge one.
See, here's the thing now. I don't go small. It's always, if I'm going to do it, I'm doing it.
Yep.
You know how hard it's been for me. I could go with a lot more tanks if I wanted to, but I don't want to, get overwhelmed, because there's like so many different types of fish I'd love to have. And it took, whenever I first started getting into this, like right now I have 18 tanks, right? And I got quite a few different species, and I like that because I like having the different types and learning about every one of them. But then you start, discovering more for yourself. I'm not saying it's discovered in the hobby. You finally get to see it, and you're like, man, that fish is awesome.
Yeah.
How can I make room for this? It's been really hard. And I'm sure it was probably like that with you guys, especially if you really like the monster fish. Like you got to pick what you got to sit down and pick.
I gotta be very careful.
So speaking of monster fish,
I fall in love with it, and then I'm like, man, I can't,
what's the one fish that you really, really would like to have, but that you don't have currently?
That would be an Arapaima.
Arapaima.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I want one, but I don't know. I'd probably have to excavate the basement and build something a heck of a lot bigger than what I got now.
Well, I know a site where I can get one at. I think they're like $100 right now.
Oh wow!
Yeah, but they're like, I think they're like, I don't know, 5-6 inches in that range.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
when you start,
don't take long to get big either.
Mm-hmm.
you start feeding them things, they like before you know it. Oh man!
Yeah.
Better start digging a big pond in the basement somewhere.
But get the jackhammer out.
That's a new fish that I just don't know if I'm going to go after.
That is a pretty cool fish. It amazes me the power it has whenever you go to feed it.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know if I actually seen one in. I'd imagine I'd have had to have in an aquarium somewhere.
Oh yeah.
But to go up and actually feed it, that would be awesome.
Yeah, it's fun. we've hand fed one before, and it was fun watching them just clap the water. They're crazy. I'm like, man, I really want one, but they also get huge. So I'm like, yeah, I don't know.
Ratesh says, I got arapamas in the pond. They are boring, to be honest.
What?
That's what Ratesh says. I don't know.
Well, he's probably had them for a
In a
while
pond?
too.
Like,
I got a gold phase and 2 normals. Oh, nice,
Wow.
Ratesh.
I just learned something new. I didn't know there was a gold face.
either.
But if you want to make it exciting, that's when you get in there and then you put like pieces of tilapia, you know, like in your pockets, and they go swimming with them.
Yeah. Yeah.
if you want to make it exciting, yeah, jump in and spin the wheel, baby.
I think I would probably pass on the meat in the pocket thing.
Listen, I've heard them things. I'm good. Imagine that thing grabbed a hold of your leg and went, that's a heck of a cow bite. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that's one hell of a cow bite, and it's
Give you
probably
a
gonna
nice
hurt like
the head bump too.
my luck could try to swallow my damn leg or something. Keep coming back for more.
Yeah.
Man. So you guys did something. It was a video thing that you did for T-Bones.
Yeah.
One of the most awesomest guys in the chat. It was very great. An honor to be in the chats with him from across the pond. What gave you guys an idea to do that?
One of our lives, Garcia was in there and came up with the idea. Garcia Aquatics, and it's his idea. He said, "Man, there should make a video about it, and of tiger barbs and enclosures or whatever." And then we just kind of, cumulatively, or however you want to put it, we all just kind of got together, put our heads together, and basically decided, hey, we're going to do this video. And we said, anybody can send us your footage. We'll get you in the video. Did the process of me restarting this tank for the 400th time since I've had it, and rescaped it for them. And there was a few parts of that video where I was just like, man, I wish I would shut up sometimes and let the video do the talking, but I didn't.
It's hard.
It kind of ran long, but you know what? I think the outcome was worth it. Because I think that he would have got a kick out of it.
Oh, I'm sure he would.
Yeah. And I mean, he was in everybody's streams, not ours, everybody else's, and it was always a riot with them in there. It's the least we can do.
So, how is that? I can't remember if it was like 100 or like 200 gallon or so cube tank that y'all got off that guy in South Carolina, I want to say.
Oh no, that came from our buddy in Columbus?
Yeah.
Columbus, Ohio.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's 200-gallon cube tank. That thing is thriving. I think we've had it just over a year now, or right at a year, somewhere in there. But that thing is dirted and heavily planted. There's discus in there. There's harlequins in there. I've got Bolivian rams, German blue rams, black coolie loaches. There's one clown loach in there. A couple golden gouramis. That tank is just awesome. Awesome to watch that. But yeah, that one's doing great.
I forgot that guy's channel's name, but I remember watching a video of him first getting that tank.
Yeah.
And then y'all went and got it too. I was like, wow, that's a very cool
That's,
tank.
It was SC Aquatics, Steven at SC Aquatics.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
right. Yeah, SC Aquatics.
But yeah, he got the tank. He was wanting to, I think, notch out a hole in his wall between his wall and his garage and kind of put it in the middle of that. But then I think he was wanting to move or something, and just wanted it gone. And he asked me if we were interested in it because he couldn't get it in his house without mangling doors and door trim and whatnot to get it in, which is exactly what I had to do. But I was willing to do it.
Right.
That was interesting.
I do remember that now. That was a while ago too, wasn't it?
Yeah, right about a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, time has gone by, man. I knew about because I never would have guessed, that y'all have had that tank for like a year now. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
I go back and look at videos of when we got it, and it says, a year ago or whatever, and I'm like, wow, it's been that long already. You know?
It
The
just
tank
seems
looks
like
it's
that.
been sitting there forever, but it hasn't.
That's crazy. So what fish? I know Robert likes to ask this sometimes. What fish that you guys have now? I want both of you to answer this. Is your favorite one?
You go first.
Favorite fish?
Yeah, he's definitely up there.
What'd she say?
Frankie, or Bahaka Puffer.
Oh, so man, I almost got one of those.
We got him. He was this big, just the tip of your pinky, and now he's almost pushing 5 inches now, but he's growing wide. He's like a little tennis ball. It's fun to watch him grow. And I just, my flower horns, I still got to say split.
Yeah.
My guard, even with this guy, wherever he went. Silver Surfer back there is pretty cool, but I think overall split's probably my favorite one, which would be the alligator gar. But definitely my flower horns and the arowana for sure. It's just hard to pick one.
It is,
Yeah.
especially when you have so many. It's like you got all these fish. You keep wanting to buy tanks, and sometimes we do.
Yeah.
And of course, we fill them when we do. And it's like, man, I mean, when it comes down to it, in a way, they're all our favorite fish. But you're always going to have that one. I have 7 right now that I call my puppies.
Right?
It's the star sapphire cichlids.
No, yeah.
They follow me everywhere, and I'll put my finger.
Yep.
They know who feeds them. I love it, and they got personalities. I love fish with personalities.
That's what
Right.
all my Africans are doing right now. They're trying to migrate it over to this side of the tank because I'm sitting right here.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's funny. I could be standing over there, and they're all just chilling at the bottom, and then I come right here, and then they're all right. It's funny. And that's honestly, that's the only fish. No, the electric blue cars do that too. That I have in my 55. But these really do it noticeably because they all just like bam,
Right.
like some of them cartoons and fish. You got that one fish there, then they're all right there. It's funny.
Did you see the question in chat?
Yeah, I didn't hear yet. I haven't
Yeah.
started.
I didn't get a chance to read it all because I was.
So, Oink Master Supreme has a question for all of us. If you had to pick one medium-sized pleco to place and a 125-gallon cichlid tank. It has 2 Texas cichlids, 6 blood parrots, and 1 firemouth cichlid. Do you have any particular one? I'm thinking maybe a gold nugget.
Which is a good choice. That is a very good choice.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, you know, I don't really know the bigger plecos much. I mean, you know, because I only keep, you know, like plecos only gets up to like 40 inches to like 4 or 5 inches max. You know. But if I had to pick one, I mean, that gold nugget's pretty hard to beat. But I mean, I would say like a vampire pleco, which is kind of similar to like your snowball plecos, where they got that pattern, you know, that black body with the white dots, you know. But at the same time, I don't know a whole lot about, you know, those mid-range plecos. So I mean, so if it was me, I would just go with the answer you said, which is the gold nugget.
Yeah.
Man, I'm gonna tell you,
Something like a clay pleco even.
Mm-hmm.
They're not gonna get huge.
so how long does a gold how big does a gold nugget get?
I want to say their max size is like around, I want to say like between 8 to 10 inches, maybe in that range. But at the same time, you know, I'm not very I don't know a whole lot about the gold nuggets much, but it's got to be between like, I think it's like 8 inches to 10 inches.
Yeah, 7 to 10 inches.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Damn, I'm
but,
good.
You know, like
No, I'm just
we have a clay pleco that I think he's only gotten to about 6 inches now, and I've had him for a couple years. But I have common plecos all over the place, and those things get huge. So, you know, you can have them in the 125 for a while, but eventually you're going to have to get him something bigger, or, you know, give them to somebody that has something bigger for him. But the clays and like the golden nuggets and stuff like that, you don't usually have to worry about it with them in a tank like that.
I always get. I don't know the mid-size plecos too well, but I have seen the gold nuggets, and they are nice. I think, if I remember correctly, a Royal Flash pleco gets up there too, and you got your blue phantoms.
Yeah, blue phantoms and the green phantoms, that they are the same fish, but they're just a different color morph. And if I'm not mistaken, those get up to, I think, like 8 inches. But they're all nice. It just depends on what you want. You know, I mean, you can get whatever you want, but just make sure that like whatever pleco you put in there, it's not bite size, because considering that the fish that they named off that they already have in that tank are semi-aggressive fish, yeah, I'd get one that's a couple inches, well, at least 4 inches already.
Definitely get one that's got some size on it.
Yes, especially with that Texas cichlid or whatever they had, a green terror or whatever.
Yep.
Man, I guess it's a monster one because it gets. I just looked it up. I think it said 20 inches. The watermelon pleco. Man, I really love that pleco.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I believe that's Chattanooga Ed's favorite pleco is the watermelon pleco.
I think it is.
Pretty cool.
Go Chiefs!
Santa's always watching.
Merry Fishmas!
Speaking of that, that starts in a week.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man, that means my bank account's going to go
Why? It's just the giveaways.
Well, no, it's because of gifts and stuff that I got to buy.
Oh yeah,
When Christmas coming up.
that's going to smack us in the face before we know it.
Yeah, I'm gonna still be dizzy afterwards.
Yeah.
See, we got a birthday and Christmas in 1 month that we got to get stuff for, so we're screwed either way.
Good night, Ritesh. Good to see you, buddy. Thank you
Yeah,
for coming in.
Yeah, thank you, buddy. Yeah, that's not always fun.
Yeah.
Oh man. Speaking of the devil, yeah, I already did it. I sold the wrenches. I'll get to it when I get to it. It's done.
If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
Oh, the bullet. Oh, also go to another thing. Are you guys going to try to make it to the class next year?
Yeah.
I was in a meeting with the class committee today, and that's why I'm not all there, because I had a bunch of information thrown at me. You know, it takes a while to get it sorted out in there. But there is a speaker announcement that came out. It should be on the the Keystone Clash YouTube channel for people to go see who they are.
No, we've already got our room booked, and I just got to remember to request the time off. But yeah,
I know, right?
that's one that we're definitely wanting to hit again. And this time we're staying at the hotel, so we don't have to leave.
Yeah, always better.
Just like you
Yeah.
guys, the first time I was there, I did the same thing. Yeah, it's not fun. I didn't like it. And I always learned my lesson. That was like whenever I went to the Triple Crown there, I was like, she was like, oh, we need to find some. I said, no, we're staying at the freaking venue. I don't care if it is right next door. I ain't doing it.
Right.
I ain't doing it. Ain't happening.
Yeah, all because I'm like, who wants to drive a mile or besides that, like, who wants to go walking? You know, when they're hammered. I mean,
Right.
Nobody wants to do that.
Come about, you
I don't.
drink at fish events. You don't drink at fish events. You socialize.
Right.
Yeah, socialize
Team
until I'm
building.
drunk.
But no, that was the only downfall, and it was nothing against the B&B that we stayed at. That place was awesome, but it just sucked having to right when everybody's starting to hang out and goof off or whatever, and then it's like, okay, see ya. I'll see you in the morning. And yeah, I'm like, I looked at her and I said, next year we're staying here. I don't care what floor we're on, we're staying here.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what floor you're on. They got elevators.
Yeah.
And everybody migrates from one place anyway. So it's Oh, it must have been halftime.
Oh,
Who's winning anyway?
I don't know. What's football? Foosball's the devil.
But I like the lingerie one a lot better.
what was that, XFL or something like that?
No.
I don't know.
'Cause I forgot what they called it.
You know what it is. Don't you lie.
LFL? I know Fishing Mall would know.
And when that's playing, I don't care who wins because it don't matter because back to the one that's a winner is me.
We got a Canadian coming down to Pennsylvania, to hang out. Glitch is going to be coming.
Cool.
Nicole's going to the Clash, coming to the States, eh?
That'd be fun. I'll tell you what, it's a fun event. No.
It's just great to
The Shellas are fun, but that Keystone to me was just more personable, I guess.
hmm
You know, it wasn't as hectic. But no, I had a blast at the other one too. But I don't know. If I could only go to one next year, it would be the Clash.
Oh, that's every year for me. Not only
Yeah.
because I'm part of it now, but because it's in the state
Right.
and it's club oriented as opposed to business to where they're showing off new equipment and stuff like that.
Right.
But I do want to go to one of those just to experience it.
It is fun. It is definitely, if you get a chance, you definitely go check it out. It is fun.
Well, Oinky said, thank you all so much for helping her. My cichlid personalities are very mixed. Sounds like my head. Anyways, my parents are very gentle. The firemouth can be cranky, and a large Texas sometimes flat out bitchy. I like it.
That's just a Texas cichlid.
Just give us some chocolate.
She needs to throw a couple Snicker bars in there by the sounds of it.
Yeah.
You're at the same when you're hungry here. Why, Orky, you are very, very welcome. Yeah, but like I said, though, I mean, I do recommend you. I wouldn't get one that's like a juvenile pleco. I would get one that's got some size to it, just to make sure. And some caves, so that way it can get away from the fish if it has to.
Then you guys will get to meet Paul Sotero. Very nice fella. There's a reason why there's a story behind this comment he's making. I met him at the Triple Crown, and I'm just going to say it. He came down in I believe it was a Volkswagen a Beetle, a newer one. I believe that's what it was. Hey, he'll correct me if I'm wrong. Trust me. But he got this tank. He couldn't fit it in there, so he had to sell it. It's a very nice tank. It's very beautiful. He couldn't fit it in there.
Oh, no. Well, I mean, how did he get it home? Did he sell it?
He sold it at the event.
Oh, man. Shoot, I'll be getting me some bubble wrap and then some nylon straps and strapping that baby to the top.
I'm going to tell you what, if the wife wasn't with me, I'd been in the bed of my truck.
I don't blame you, Skip.
That's what kept me out of trouble. Because he'd have got me in trouble. Oh, my gosh. Holy cow, we only got 15 minutes left. Time flies when you're having fun.
It don't take long, does it?
No, it doesn't. And a lot of times it feels like you don't have enough time.
Right.
What kind of catfish would you got back there?
So that is a reclusive gray fin channel cat.
Oh, okay. Aw,
There is a goonch in here though.
the goonch?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's one of those massive catfishes, where they get real
Not
big.
very big yet. He's only about this long.
Mm.
About maybe 8 inches.
Don't they get like he's I guess they're like a fang type teeth too on them?
Yeah. Well, kind of. Out in the wild, they can get huge. 12 footer, I think 12 foot plus. I don't know about captivity. I guess I'm going to find that part out. But, so see, I'm going to have to build a big pond either way. The one fortunate thing I have with this guy is he's probably one of the slowest growing fish I have. So I've got time.
Oh, okay.
So it's not like a red tail where they just go from this to ginormous.
Yeah. You got Lori jealous that you have one. This is funny.
Yeah.
Paul says the only way he was getting that tank home was strapping his wife to the roof.
Oh.
I think the 13-hour ride home might have been be a bit much for her. Yeah, and then when she got done, probably divorce papers in the mail too.
Yeah.
Oh man.
That's funny.
That's why we had to stay an extra day in Chicago to babysit a tank for Kelly Foreman, because it wouldn't fit in their car either
I'd have took it home.
for her scape off tank. Wouldn't fit. We thought it would fit in ours, and no. So we had to wait there while she came back, got her truck, and drove all the way back to Chicago. But she's got it now.
Dun, dun, dun,
Parrot
dun.
fit. That's what she is.
A parrot. Parrot.
Parrot fit. There you go.
That's funny. Cats, man. It's what they do.
It's every time I go live. If it's not her, it's the other one.
They love you.
Yeah. They're good kids.
Do you have any other projects coming up in the future besides digging your basement bigger?
At the moment, I don't think so. I've got some more filtration to put on the pool. Finished getting that saltwater tank behind her going. I might build a small tank rack in the basement just for I might move all the bedders down there. I don't know. But nothing big planned right now.
Just small stuff and organizing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know that feeling.
I would like to get a hold of a linear air pump and kind of change the way I'm doing some things up here,
Mm-hmm.
just so I don't have to hear 42 air pumps going.
Yeah. I mean, now I do recommend one. I mean, because I got one recently. Well, I've had it for a couple months now, and it was expensive, but it's the best. It's probably the best purchase that I've made throughout this whole hobby.
Nice.
You gonna leave us hanging here?
Huh?
What is it?
It's the one that you get at Gymco. But the size I got was the LP 26, I believe, which it does like 25 to 30 tanks max, but it depends on how long the drops are and stuff. But because I don't have a lot of tanks, that's the one I went with, and for that pump and for a 12 outlet pre-made manifold that you get from it, that you get from them too. I think it was like $220 to have it shipped and all.
I've heard more than that.
Yeah.
No. I mean, you know what I mean. But it costed that much because I got that pre-made with a manifold, and that thing was $30-something by itself. You know what I mean? But I think they're like, I think they go for like $190 for the pump, and it comes with the pump, the hose, and I think it comes with like a spare filter pad, that you change out like once every 6 months or whatever.
That's really not that bad.
No, I was thinking like $300, $400.
Oh Lord no.
That's
you
what I
can
always
get
thought.
Oh no, you can go up a size, and just get the LP. I believe it's the LP 45 is the next size up, and that pump does up to like, I think it was like 45 tanks it'll do, or 45 drops, you know. But like when it says that, it all depends on, you know, how far your drops are, you know, and stuff. It just, but they're definitely worth the money. It just, the problem is getting over that. Okay, I'm about to buy a freaking air pump that costs $200. You know, it's like,
Yeah.
Jesus. You know what I mean? I mean, that's parts is hard to get over, but once you get over it and you just do it, you will love it.
Yeah, but the benefits will outweigh the cost.
Exactly.
Benefits
And it's
means
cheaper
I
on
can
electricity.
unplug 25 air pumps. You know.
Yeah. No, I mean, I
Way
would
better. It's quiet too, which I have it. I have it in my room. I can't even hear it.
Oh, damn. Flips World party time. Every time I see that, it gets me.
Well, that might definitely be a project coming up then. Because I'm down for that.
You can buy a bunch of Whisper 40s on Amazon for $7 each.
Well, you could, but that's what he's trying not to do. Though he don't want to have a bunch of air pumps.
I'm already at that point.
Yeah, right.
But yes, Paul, that is much cheaper.
Now I'm gonna have to look into that because I've been thinking about that myself. Because I'm sure it would definitely save on your electric bill.
Oh yeah, I mean, you know, and it's quiet as I'll get out, and I did the whole the PVC with the loop thing in here, and it's easy to do. It's not, and the way I did mine is that I did not glue the PVC at all. I didn't glue it nowhere because that pump it puts out a good amount of air, but it's not putting out enough to matter. You don't have to glue it. You know, but there's people out there that'll tell you, yeah, glue them or whatever, you know. But it depends on the person. But I didn't glue mine, and I ain't having no problems.
I'm going to have to remember that because, well, did you have to put one of them, was it relief valve on the end of it?
Yeah. Well, see, I put one on mine because
We're about to learn something here.
because technically I've only have 6 tanks running off of this, and this pump can do up to 25. So I put one on mine, you know, to release that air valve. But I also put 2 sponge footers in each tank to help with the. But anyway, I'll show it to you. So that's it right there.
Oh, cool.
And you can't even hear air coming out of it.
Well, I mean, if I'm standing right here, I can. You know
Yeah,
what I
but
mean?
what I'm saying is, if
You
you're in
got
the
right
other
up
part of
on
the
it.
room, you don't hear it hissing at you.
Yeah, see, that's it. And then I got my pump ran right there and just goes up to my PVC loop, which I got ran all the way around the room.
So you looped it?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
I got a PVC. It's a loop that which it runs all the way
Right.
the whole room.
Well, damn it. He just gave us a project.
Dude, it's not hard to do. Trust me, when I first did it, I was stressing myself out. I was sitting there thinking, "Oh my God, I'm going to have $400 in this." No, because okay, like with the price of the PVC and the parts and stuff, and the pump and everything, I got about, I want to say, $400 in the PVC loop, and I got the pump, and the PVC, the fittings, and also the valves that you screw into the PVC. I got them from Aquarium Co-op, but you can get them wherever you want to. But I got them, put them in myself and stuff. So yeah, the cost about everything, I guess. What you're looking at around $400.
What size pipe?
Not that bad.
3/4.
You got that? I'll be over to get it. That's my sister-in-law.
3/4 inch regular PVC pipe, you know what I mean? And I just got it, and
Damn it, Bobby.
I just started just putting it all together. I mean, dude, trust me. Once you do it, you will love it. I mean, you know, because when I first started doing it, I couldn't get over the fact of spending $200 just for a freaking air pump. And then I was like, screw it. I'm tired of having all my freaking outlets covered up with freaking air pumps and shit. You know, I can't, you know, and then I just wanted one pump to do all my tanks. And then I got a pump. So later on, I got to a different place. Want to add more tanks, I still can. So
That's what she said.
yeah,
Definitely.
You fishy mom.
Definitely.
Oh, well,
idea.
I know where I could go shopping. At least for that. Man, that's crazy. Oh yeah. Oh hell, we got a minute left. Susie Q's next in a minute. One of the mods could please put her you know, that link there in the chat there for the next thingamajigger there. You know what I'm saying. And then Fish Mom's leaving. See you later, Susan.
Now we're gonna
Richard,
go measure out footage.
I'm gonna have to do that because that makes more sense though. Because like right now I got 5 running, and in this room 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, I counted right. 10 in this room alone, but 2 more to add on later. 240 breeders. So,
But Robert made a great point too. You're not tying up all your outlets. So
right.
the
You know,
aspect
like
of a fire hazard dwindles a little bit, which is a
Right.
plus.
exactly.
yeah, and you know, I'm just going to be honest with you. I mean, like, you know, like, so like Skip, you know, let's just say that right now, you know, you got a total of what, 6 tanks that you got down there right now, maybe 7.
10.
Oh, you got 10 down there.
Soon to be 12 down here. Yeah.
Well, you got 12 tanks. Depending on the pump size, is going to be up to you. But I recommend you.
I want to get what this is how I do things. I will get it bigger in case I add on.
There you go.
Once and forget it.
Well, then for you, I would just get the LP 45. Then I'll just get that one.
Yeah, because if I get in 11 years, if I retire, which I will be, and I get bored, what's going to happen? Yeah, let's just start breeding the hell out of fish. Yeah,
Yep.
you're going to have more
Go
time.
big or go home.
Well, and you can always cut that PVC and add more manifolds.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or just do what I did, and then you just go get you a I can't remember, you know what I mean? That if it's like a 1/16 drill bit or whatever, you get a drill bit, you drill a hole in your pipe, then you just get one of those little those air valves that's got a screw in on it, and just put it in a drill chuck and just slowly push it in there. It'll drill itself in and done.
Yep.
There you go.
Yep.
Easy peasy.
All right.
Yeah.
Dang, I don't know about y'all, but I just learned something today. Learned a lot, actually. Just thinking big ass fish. You got to get a freaking pool that you can swim in and shit for them.
You're welcome.
all the ideal skipper just got he's got about $500 more he's got to spend.
It's going to be heated. Where you at, honey? I'm swimming with the fishes.
You go, well, you better be when you get out of there. You're going to be sleeping on the couch.
All right, everybody. I want to thank Lady Metalhead and Metalhead Prime for being here with us tonight. Also, Robert for being my co-host. Everybody in chat that's been lurking and watching. The mods for doing an awesome job. You guys have anything to say?
Oh, thanks for having us on. I appreciate it.
Oh, it was great. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you all for coming. As always, stay classy, San Diego.
Damn mustache.